Okay, let's dive into something huge that's happening right now, but it's flying almost completely under the radar. The internet itself, it's literally forking. A whole new parallel web is being built, and guess what? It's not for you and me. It's for AI. And this quote just nails it. Everyone was watching the AI stocks tank, right? But while all that noise was going on, something way more important was happening behind the scenes. The actual plumbing for an entire economy run by autonomous agents, it just got switched on. And get this, it all happened in the same week, back in mid-February. You had four giants, Coinbase, Cloudflare, Stripe, and OpenAI. All of them, within days of each other, quietly pushed out massive pieces of this new agent infrastructure. And the crazy part? It wasn't coordinated. No big press conference, no joint announcement. It just happened.
So, what's the core idea? It's that the internet is forking. It's becoming a two-layer system, built for two completely different kinds of users. And this really breaks it down. You've got the human web on one side. That's the internet we all know and love, right? It's built for our eyeballs, with clicks and scrolls. But then there's this new agent web. It's built for machines. Think APIs, structured data, raw protocols. It's all about programmatic action, not human attention. It doesn't need to look pretty. It just needs to work.
Okay, so if you're going to build this whole new web for agents, what do you actually need? Well, it boils down to three key things: a money layer, a content layer, and an execution layer. Basically a way for them to pay, a way for them to read, and a way for them to do stuff.
Let's kick things off with the money layer, because honestly, this might be the biggest game changer of all. For the first time, AI agents can have their own wallets and spend their own money. And I want to be super clear, this is not some sci-fi prediction. This is operational, today.
And look at the two players who just made this happen. Coinbase rolled out agent tech wallets, basically bank accounts for AI. We're talking about a system that's already processed over 50 million transactions. Then you've got Stripe, who just flipped the switch on a system that lets an agent securely buy stuff from huge brands like Etsy or Coach. The financial highway for AI agents is no longer under construction, it's open for business.
All right, so agents have cash. Now what? They need to understand the world to know what to do with it. That brings us to the content layer. And here's the problem. Our web is a beautiful, chaotic mess designed for human eyes. How do you get a machine to read all of that efficiently without going broke?
Well, Cloudflare just dropped the answer, and this chart says it all. They created something called Markdown for agents. Look at these numbers. For an AI to read a normal HTML page, it costs, let's see, over 16,000 tokens. But the clean, markdown version, just over 3,000. That's an 80% drop in cost. This one feature just fundamentally changes the math on letting AIs loose on the web.
Okay, our agent has money. It can read. What's missing? The ability to actually act, to execute code, to interact with servers, to get things done. This is the execution layer. And this is where OpenAI comes in. They basically just gave agents a toolkit to become real digital workers. They get a shell tool, think of it as their own personal computer with a command line. They get skills, which are like reusable instruction manuals. All of this combined takes an agent from a simple chatbot to a persistent worker that can handle really complex, long-running tasks.
Now, again, none of this is just theory. With this new infrastructure in place, we're already seeing agents pop up in the wild, not just as experiments, but as real economic players.
How real? Try $40 million. That's how much profit a bunch of autonomous bots are estimated to have made on just one prediction market in a single year. And we're not talking about simple trading algorithms. These things are finding and exploiting loopholes at a speed no human ever could.
But before you rush off to build your own money printing bot, here's a dose of reality. Look at this number. All that cash was made by a super small group of people. In fact, only about 0.5% of all users on that platform made more than $1,000. So yeah, the potential is massive, but actually succeeding with these things, the bar is still incredibly high.
So you give software a wallet and the keys to its own computer, what could possibly go wrong, right? This new power creates a whole new world of security problems, because now you have to plan for what happens when your own agents turn against you.
And if you need a cautionary tale, look no further than the OpenClaw crisis. It's a perfect storm. Day 1, this open-source framework for agents drops. Within 2 months, it's a superstar on GitHub. But then, on day 81, a critical vulnerability is found. And just 9 days later, its marketplace is filled with over 800 malicious skills ready to be downloaded. That's how fast things can go wrong.
The folks at CrowdStrike didn't mince words. They said a misconfigured agent could basically become a powerful AI backdoor, just sitting there waiting for orders from an adversary. This isn't just a potential risk, it's a clear and present danger.
And all of this points to this really interesting tension, which we can call the 70-30 gap. See, the tech is being built for total 100% autonomy, but us humans, we're not quite there yet. We still want a person in the loop for about 70% of the big decisions. There's a huge gap between what the technology can do and what we're comfortable letting it do.
So let's bring this all home. What's the takeaway? The single most important thing to get is that this fork in the internet, it's not coming. It's here. It's already happened. And that has very real consequences for all of us right now. So what does it mean for you? Well, if you're a publisher, you better start thinking about making your content machine readable or you're going to be invisible to this new web. If you're in e-commerce, you've got a brand new sales channel to tap into. For developers, the whole stack is ready. You can start building today. And if you're in security, well, your job just got a lot harder. Every single agent is a new, persistent threat you have to worry about. I think the best way to think about it is this. The internet is becoming bilingual. For its entire life, it's spoken one language, human. But now it's fluent in a second one, machine. And it's serving both of us as native speakers. So I'll leave you with this question. This parallel web, this agent-native internet, it's not a prediction. The infrastructure is live. The only question left is your business built to speak its language?